Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Mikey Report for August 19th, 2010. A lot of news has happened, so we are going straight to the newsroom. First off, we have some breaking news out of near the New Mexico border. An escaped Arizona prison inmate and their fiancé were captured. That is breaking news. American Airlines may face a $25 million fine. FAA is poised to impose penalty for maintenance lapses involving wiring in the MD-80 jet that caused flight cancellations in 2008, according to reports. That actually is not our top story. Our top story is, of course, the disaster in the Gulf, as always. And apparently we actually have some issues. 22-mile-long oily plume mapped near the BP well site. Scientists on Thursday reported results from the first detailed study of a giant plume of oily water near the blown-out well, stating that it measured 22 miles long, more than a mile wide, and 650 feet tall. While other scientists earlier found evidence of plumes in the area, new data is the first peer-reviewed study about oil lurking in the water, in this case about some 3,000 feet below the surface. Now, of course, this study adds to the controversy over how much oil is still in the Gulf ecosystem from the spill. Government estimated that 75% of the oil was skimmed, burned, or broken up by chemical dispersants and natural microbes in the water. But there was reports saying that there wasn't. It was like reversed. So, more problems in the Gulf. Does that surprise anyone? It upsets the Gulf. To me, it isn't shocking, the Gulf. Software and developer Intel is this is in business. Software developer Intel is gonna be buying the security software maker McAfee for close to $7.7 billion. Intel is actually a chip maker. Security now a fundamental component of online computing, according to Intel. And adding to its arsenal, Intel adds to its arsenal of tools to serve as an increasing array of internet-connected devices, including cell phones. $48 a share price represents a 60% premium over McAfee's Wednesday close, close to $30. McAfee's shares surged 58% after the deal was announced to hit $47.14 in morning trading. Intel shares slipped 59 cents or 3% to $19. So, Intel is in Clara, California, is pretty much the biggest developer in the country or the world. Actual quotes now, Intel is at $18.90, and McAfee's up $47 and a penny. So it dropped 13 cents, and Intel just continued to slip. So, good news for those of you who buy computers. Is going to end up that he is in it. In political news, a lot of politics is referring to the mosque, the World Trade Center mosque, that is supposedly being built on near Ground Zero. And the latest, there were a lot of speculations about the president being Christian or Muslim because he was siding with the mosque being built, and he had no regrets in saying that. The White House has come out with a statement that President Obama is a Christian who prays daily, as it looked to tamp down the growing doubts amongst Americans about his religion. Democrats were doubting, African Americans were doubting. Pretty much his election base was doubting. Yes, Obama's election base was doubting his faith. Because most people have voted in an Anglo Christian. Normally, John F. Kennedy was the only Catholic. Barack Obama is or was there another Catholic? I don't remember offhand, but I know JFK was Catholic. And Obama claims he's Christian. But he is the first black president as well. So, a spokesman of the White House, Bill Burton, made the remarks hours after a poll showed that nearly 1 in 5 people, 18%, say they think Obama's Muslim. That was up from 11% who said so in March of 2009. So that was right after his not long after his inauguration, that it went from 7 within like almost a year and a half. It went from 7% to 18%. Survey also showed that just 34% say Obama is Christian, down from 48% who said so last year. Largest share of people, 43%, say they don't know his religion. As Obama left for a vacation in Martha's Vineyard, Burton told reporters aboard AF-1 that most Americans care more about the economy and wars in Iraq and Afghanistan, and they're not reading a lot of news about what religion the president is. Burton added, "The president's obviously a Christian. He prays every day. But he may pray every day, but that doesn't say that he's Christian." Survey conducted by the nonpartisan Pew Research Center and its affiliated forum was based on interviews conducted before the controversy over whether Muslims should be permitted to construct a mosque near the Trade Center site. Obama had said he believed Muslims have the right to build the center, though he's also said he won't take a position on whether they should actually build it. A lot of people are saying the other way. That's just me. A lot of people have thought that Obama is Muslim. I'm not saying he's Muslim, even though he could rightly be Muslim, with how he's reacted to this situation. He's trying to be unbiased, but yet it shows some bias. Apparently, in more political news, mosques are already near the WTC site. Muslims are allowed to pray less than 80 feet from Pentagon's 9/11 memorial. The proposed mosques near Ground Zero are being demonized by political candidates, mostly Republicans, despite the fact that Islam is already very much a part of the WTC neighborhood, and that Muslims pray inside the Pentagon too, less than 80 feet from where terrorists attacked. And that the imam, who's being branded as an extremist, has been valued by both Republican and Democratic administrations as a moderate face of the faith. So, I'm not sure what to think after seeing that myself. The debate divides Dems, especially in New York. Vulnerable members of Congress, local politicians, mostly silent or wary on the conscientious issue. Or contentious issue, I should say. Vulnerable congressional Democrats weigh in on to how to respond to Obama's statements on the Muslims' right to build a mosque near Ground Zero. Those in New York and closest to the controversy are staying silent or scrambling away. 27 Democrats control both Senate seats and 27 of the 29 congressional districts, but analysts believe as many as 8 House Dems in the state may be headed to defeat this year. Republicans, hoping to ease the Democrats' grips on the state, insist the economy remains the major campaign issue, but say the mosque flap could also help move voters their way. So, like I said, with this mosque being in question and everything else going on in the Barack Obama presidency within the year and a half it's been, things do not look good for Democrats going into the midterms and the main election upcoming. And we're gonna have a slight break here on the Mikey Report, because I just only covered news and I'm almost out of time. I'll cover stocks and a little bit something about America's new favorite burger. Also weather and sports, so you don't want to miss the second half of the Mikey Report. So, like I said, you don't want to miss it.